Hi, my name's Shelby, and in this video we're going to talk about 6 different ways your relationship changes after a second child. The first thing I would say is couple time. It reduces massively after having 2 kids, and it can sometimes put a strain on your relationship, but what me and my partner do is we do make sure that we put in the time and schedule the time in for just us, whether that's having a movie night at home or going out for dinner. We just always make sure we do something each month just for us. Another thing that can change is how much you argue. You're both super tired, you've got a lot of responsibilities, your stress levels are super high, but what we found has helped us and reduce how much we argue is just kind of teaming up and taking on new responsibilities. So for example, we would argue about dinner. Now, I used to do the dinner, but since having our second child, my partner has taken on the cooking role, and that's helped me massively. It's reduced my stress level, it's reduced arguments, and it's really helped. So top tip there, make sure you communicate with each other, let each other know how you're feeling, and where possible, help each other out and take on new responsibilities. My third example is a pretty obvious one. I mean, 2 kids in, you really don't get a lot of time for intimacy, but obviously that can impact your relationship, but it is super hard. You know, we co-sleep with our children, so we don't actually get a lot of time to, you know, go in with the intimacy thing. But what we do instead is just make little small gestures in the day, you know, like in other ways, just to keep us close. Another thing that can change and impact your relationship is feelings of resentment. So sometimes I resent my partner because he can just go up to work and kind of come and go as he pleases, whereas obviously I can't do that. I'm at home with the children all day, but sometimes that's what my partner resents me for. I get to spend more time with the kids. Another example where your relationship can change is your budget. So when you have 2 kids, your budget's definitely stretched more, and sometimes that can cause, you know, a bit of a strain in a relationship where you'd spend more money on each other. Like, that goes down, and obviously the expenses of 2 kids takes its place, but really important to communicate with each other and always be on the same page when it comes to your finances. The last example I want to talk about is having less time for more deeper, meaningful conversations. A lot of our conversations is about our kids, you know, and their schedule. So what we do is we do make sure that we make the effort to sit down and talk about more meaningful things and like our future and stuff like that. So those are 6 ways that your relationship can change after a second child, but as long as you have communication, you can get through anything.